world is changing. The robots are taking over. So I'm going to see if AI can create a tactic for Football Manager 2023 which works. So I'm going to go onto ChatGPT and see if they can create, if the AI can create a tactic for me. So I'm going to be nice and polite and basically send it like I'm going to send an email. Hi ChatGPT, I'm playing Football Manager 2023 and I need help creating a tactic, and I think we're going to go without strikers. So to play without any strikers, we want to go strikerless. I wanted to try a strikerless tactic, so I'm going to try and get the AI to do it for me. Please, can you... I want you to provide me with, what do I want? So we need to make sure we're nice and clear on all of this. A full tactic, so we want the full tactic with, what's it, player instructions, player roles, mentality, team instructions, yeah, and player instructions as well, yeah. And I need to make sure that is, so many thanks, we'll see how we go here. Many thanks, Anders. See what happens. Right, let's see what we do. Hi, Anders. Sure, I can help you create a tactic for Football Manager 2023 without strikers. The formation we'll be using is a 4-3-3. It's not very promising. That sounds like it's got strikers. False 9 is a central attacking. Yeah, this has not worked very well. Team instructions there. Player roles. Okay, so we're going into depth with the player roles. It's going through quite quick. I can't read them all. You can see them all on screen. We'll put them in the game in a second. But we're using a false 9 as the central attacking player. Okay, that needs a little bit of a change. We've got player instructions as well. Some of these will already be... in the player instructions from the role. Right, so this tactic is designed to be patient in possession with the false 9 dropping deep to create space. Okay, we don't want... We'll sort that out. Right, we'll test this out and get back to the chatbot and see. Can you recommend any... We're going to see what clubs it wants to try with. So can you recommend a club in the English Premier League? We'll go with the English Premier League to test out this tactic that it's created for us. Let's see who they suggest. They're suggesting Liverpool. Okay, that should be quite straightforward. They're even giving us players. So okay, it's out of date a little bit because it's got Sadio Mane there. But okay, it's told us what they think Liverpool is a good reason to use as a test. We're going to actually go and request some tweaks to this tactic as well, because obviously they've given us a false 9. We don't want a false 9 because that is still a striker. So we will continue. Right, so you're recommending Liverpool. I don't want you to recommend... I do want you to recommend Liverpool. I don't want you to have a striker. So can you please give me a role for the central attacking player, as the AI has called it, that isn't a false 9. We don't want them as an attack. We want them as an attacking midfielder rather than a striker. So we'll see what the AI does here. Okay, sure. If you prefer to use it, well, yes, of course I want to use an attacking midfielder. I said false. I didn't want strikers. So they're going to say an advanced player. Okay, they're going through everything here again. Advanced playmaker on attack is what we want. So we've got the role for the goalkeeper as a goalkeeper. 2 fullbacks, both on attack, interestingly enough. Central defenders on defend. Deep line playmaker, central midfielder, box-to-box midfielder in the centre. Inside forwards, an advanced playmaker. And then we've got third player instructions as well again. Okay, right, I'm going to plug this into the game, I think, in a second and see what we need to do from here. I'll edit it into the game now, and you'll see it in a second. Okay, so I have put the AI strikerless tactic into the game. I've used common sense where they've said things like mentality. They've said normal or something like that. It's balanced anyway. So we've used balanced as the central point because that's what they said. We've added in the team instructions. There weren't many of them. Just overlap on the left and right and frequently waste time. We'll go with that. Standard attacking width, standard tempo, standard directness. That's fine. In transition, we just need to roll it out to the centre backs. Okay, that's all. There's no counter pressing, regrouping, anything like that. And then out of possession, we're going with, again, I think the AI doesn't understand the changes to FM23, so it's still using FM22 terminology, but trigger pressing more often, mid-block line of engagement, lower defensive line. They're the ones we've got in set in here. And you can see, we'll go through all the players. So we've got a goalkeeper on defend, no extra instructions. Fullbacks on attack, again, no extra instructions for them. The ones that the AI suggested were already part of the player role, but they're both on attack, both left back and right back. Central defenders, again, just on defend in the centre, no extra instructions there. Then we've got 3 across the midfield, and I put them in a pattern that makes sense, given the DLPs on defend and the central midfielders on support, with no extra instructions, and the box-to-box with the get further forward added in there as well on the right-hand side. Then we've got inside forwards who are telling to sit narrower, both on attack, however, on the left and the right. All of the rest of the instructions are built-in part of the role anyway. And then we're going to use our advanced playmaker in the attacking midfielder role rather than the false nine it originally told us. With hold up ball, roam from position and move into channels. Right, what we'll do is we'll quickly see what the team, the best 11 is according to the game. And it looks like a pretty strong squad. Essentially, we've got Salah as obviously the highlight of the attack down the right flank. We're going to test it out by going on holiday, simulating a season, seeing how it works, see whether the AI can get us to that qualifying of the Champions League requirement, expectation rather, and again, see what happens in the Champions League and the Cup competitions. But the Premier League is where we're going to be focused, and see if we can get into the top 4, if not win the whole Premier League with his AI Strikerless tactic. And we have simulated the season, and it is correct. The computers, the machines, the robots, they are taking over. Liverpool have won the league and the Champions League by the looks of things. So looking in more detail at the competitions, we've won the Premier League by 18 points over Manchester United. Comfortably, Man City third, Salah getting 20 goals, won the Champions League, beating Chelsea in the final, knocked out of the other 2 English domestic cups, but they don't really count. Haaland getting 31 goals, it didn't matter for Man City. We have won the league quite comfortably, 5 draws, 5 defeats, 89 points, 28 victories. Losing to Brighton both times is interesting. They've done pretty poorly, actually 13th, but they've got 2 wins over us, 2 draws there as well with Chelsea. Pretty standard form. 80 goals scored, 27 conceded, which is really, really good. Goal difference of plus 53. If we look at the quick look at the team stats overview, most goals, again, us comfortably by 11 goals over Man City. Man City had more shots, however, but we didn't need them. We were only 4th highest number of shots. Fewest shots against us, fewest conceded also, Liverpool as well. Possession, did we get anywhere on the possession side of things? That's goals, I'm putting in the wrong place. Pass completion, 6th. Most possession, not on there, didn't need the ball. And when we had it, we were time wasting anyway, apparently. Dribbles, doesn't matter. Clean sheets, 22. Plenty of goals stopped. Goals not conceded. 27 conceded, which is the lowest in the league as well. If we look at player overview of the stats as well, we can see that Haaland, unsurprisingly, top goal scorer at Salah on there as well with 20. Trent getting the most assists with 13, alongside Coutinho. Quite comfortably top of that list. Salah third on the shots, most man of the matches 4th. Key passes for Trent as well. Don't really care about pass completion. We're not on that list. Nor on tackles made. Dribbles, Robertson, right up there at the top. Most clean sheets, Alisson, 20 out of 35 games, which means the other goalkeeper got 2 in 3, which is good. And fewest conceded, again, Alisson there, 26. The second fewest conceded. Right, so we've won the Premier League. The AI has won the Premier League. I've done nothing. I've literally set the tactic up and clicked holiday. And they were top all the way as well. So quite comfortably in the end. If we have a look through the other competitions, we can see won the Champions League. We'll have a look at the route through to the final as well by filtering the schedule. And we'll get rid of the Premier League and all other cup competitions as well. And just leave the Champions League to see the route to the final. So the groups consisted of Midtjylland, Bayer Leverkusen and Ajax. Won the first 4 games, obviously secured qualification, then just drew the last 2, fine. Then we beat Sevilla, Real Madrid and Leverkusen once again in the semi-finals before beating Chelsea in the final. Quite an easy route apart from that Real Madrid side that we beat in the quarter-finals, losing the first leg 2-0 away, dominating the second 4-1. Darwin Núñez getting plenty of goals along the way, but not in the final. It was a Salah brace from the right wing that got us the Champions League victory over Chelsea, playing a 4-3-3. Unsurprising. Well, we're playing a 4-3-3 as well, but it's better. No strikers. So there we go. We won the Champions League. Other cup competitions. We'll have a look at the FA Cup. Knocked out by Man United in extra time in the 5th round. Beat Wolves, second leg. And QPR to get there. Other cups. So it's a Carabao Cup as well. How did we do in that one? Not very well. Lost to Brentford in the semi-finals on penalties. Excellent. So there you go. We've won a double, including the Premier League, which was important. We'll have a look at the Premier League form as well. You can see here, in fact, from February until the last visit of Brighton, who beat us twice, undefeated, which is fantastic. Only dropped points in 3 games in the second half of the season by the looks of things, which is really, really promising form. Again, that shows the tactic worked and continued to work. And we've won the Premier League, which is a lot more than I was expecting to do with an AI-created tactic. So the strikerless formation clearly works. The AI knows what it's doing with a few little prompts. When it says strikerless, it still gives us a false 9 striker. But that's not the point. We've done well. We have won the Premier League. This is the last known lineup, so Salah on the right, Nunez on the left. Excellent. Well, we look at average ratings across the side as well, ignoring Nathan Phillips because he's only played one game. Salah getting 7.28, Kelleher getting 7.22 as well in his 5 games, so he did well in the league. Alisson up there as well. Goalkeeping, really strong point of this tactic, clearly. But there you go. That is the AI-created Strikerless tactic. If you want to see more tactics, hang around on the channel for some other videos. We'll maybe even delve into the realms of AI once again. I'll see you on the next one.